Hello here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video, which hopefully is a little bit more on the shorter side. Let's see, because I have exactly one package to open with you. This package was sent to me by one of my subscribers, Tommy. I think you're watching, so thank you so much. He already sent me a package like last October, which like arrived perfectly for my birthday with lots of Generation 3 ponies. That was amazing. That was like the most ponies I ever got, like G3 ponies like at once. And he just asked me, hey, I mean he's a fellow collector and he's downsizing, so he asked me like, hey, I found some more things that I would like to get rid of. Are you interested in them? And yes, I am. So he sent me along this package, and honestly, I mean, he showed me in a photo what it would be. Some toys of toy lines that I have not touched on, so that's interesting. But then this thing arrived and it's like heavy. I have no idea. So like he then obviously I asked him like, hey, you've probably put more in there, right? That can't be like the 5 or so things that you showed me. He said no. He included some other things. He didn't tell me what, because I also said no, don't tell me. So it's like a surprise. He just said it's something nostalgic from the early 90s, but it's not toys. So like, let's see what it is. This time I started to open it up, but let's see what the best way is to get in here. So basically there is something in which I know or should be in, and something that I have no clue. It's quite heavy, so it feels like if it's books or something. You see, that's why I'm opening up packages normally beforehand, because I'm like, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. There we go. Looks already quite colorful at the top, which I think I know like what it is. So let's start with the things that I know and get them out. Can you already tell what it is? Oh, she's really cute. This is from Strawberry Shortcake. I have literally nothing, not a single anything of Strawberry Shortcake, and on top of it, it's also something that I have not really like knowledge of. Like, I know it is existing. I always like put it together with, yeah, I know there's also Strawberry Shortcake and there's like Rainbow Bright and there's, I don't know, these things. I mean, it's completely different, but basically it's, you see, it's a doll. It's dolls. It's a doll toy line created definitely by Kenner. I mean, I don't know if it says Kenner somewhere. In the late 70s, like 79 or something. So Kenner is like, I think at that point Kenner was already the one of the biggest toy companies, because they started with Star Wars in 1977 and this started in 1979 or something. And it started as a doll line of 5, I think, different scented dolls that are all themed around, like, you know, baked goods, like sweets, like fruits, stuff like that. So generally I'm not that knowledgeable. I just started, like, because I know that there's something Strawberry Shortcake in here. I started to research a little bit. She always like, ooh, ooh. And like this. Can it stay up? I don't know. And this is definitely from the vintage line, because I know that this was also like reissued like several times, like I think in the early 90s. It also was reissued in the 2000s, and I think it's still going strong. There are cartoons, there's so much merchandise already back then. But this is from the early, like I think the third line that came out. Let me check on the name again. This should be Raspberry Tart. So they are those small dolls. Let's put the head off. Yeah, with brushable hair and clothes, and I think all of them had these striped like tights or general striped things. I see it's a little bit dirty and all that stuff, but they are really old. Like this line, this girl was released in 1981. That's like so long ago. That's before My Little Pony started. So no wonder. So I'm like, let's bring her to the camera. And her face looks still so nice. I mean, you can see like here are some like dirty spots, but that should be like normal probably. She still has her shoes. That's amazing. I think that's her shoes, but they fit her perfectly. And a lot of them came also with small like animals, so like friends or pets. I think she was released with a little monkey that was called Rhubarb. So, and they were scented like their names, so she was probably scented like raspberry, so no, probably not. I don't think. But there were also miniature figurines like about this size, also from the characters. They were also scented, so it's always scented like what they are like supposed to be. Like also like the main character was obviously Strawberry Shortcake, and she was probably scented like strawberry. Raspberry Tart. She's still really nice hair, small curls here. I've also seen photos of her with like really short curly hair, so I don't know if it's a different version, or if I would curl this hair then it would get short and that would be it. So I don't know, if probably this is not like able, like you won't be able to get it out, and the rest that's a little bit like, I don't know if it's like dirt or whatever that was, but like from the front she's very cute. Like it's nothing that I grew up with, but that shouldn't be like a problem, because many of the toy lines that I collect nowadays I did not grow up with. I mean, with ponies Generation 1, yes. I also had Polly Pockets, and I had Lila's Pet Shop, the vintage one, but I didn't know Lady Lovely Locks. I had no idea about, I don't know, Snuggle Bums or Popples, or I don't know, any other things that I come across that are like girls' toys from the early 90s, late 80s, stuff like that. So, can't you even see her? That's better. She can stand on her own. That's amazing. Not many dolls can stand on her own. Like, she has pretty like large feet. So let's take out the other one, because it's another one. And in size, I mean, I don't know how I should compare her, because like for example Cherry Mary Muffin, which is like, it's also a scented toy line, like around baked goods, etc, etc. They are bigger, these are smaller. Okay, yeah, and he told me that most of this is not the original clothes, so he has just made some felted clothes, but honestly they look good. So this is Crepe Suzette from the, I think it's the fourth line then that was released in '83, I think, called the International Friends, which was not a line, like a doll like wave that was like brought up internationally or something. No, they are just meant to be from different countries, and Crepe Suzette is probably meant to be from France. That's probably what I think. I mean, her hair is probably cut, or like, let's pop this off. but they have really high forehead. Interesting. Yeah, but I mean, still it looks quite nice. And I know that she also was supposed to have like more like a beret on, like a French beret probably. But her like striped like suit looks very good. Still with hers, I think it's like, I don't know, is it supposed to be yellow? They look really sweet. Definitely they still look different than the girly sweet that we know from like the early 90s, end of 80s. This looks really still more a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say childish, but more like just, I don't know how to like, without shoes they're not really able to stand up, but not so much pink and glitter, so but more like more naturally like children's friendly. I don't know how to call it. It's a very interesting one. Oh, I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Now I see what the other things are that he sent along, and it makes also sense why it's so heavy. But let's just keep out the other things because I know there's something else. Oh my goodness. Funny. That's really funny because here's some other things, and I know that one other toy is also belonging to Strawberry Shortcake, and it is this little poodle. Oh, this little poodle. Because as I said, some of them came along with friends or pets, which were these small plastic, rubber, whatever you want to call that, more like plastic. Animals without any like rooted hair or anything. And this is the poodle. He's called Eclair, like, you know, belongs to Crêpe Suzette. That makes the French couple perfect. And I have looked up that I really like those small animals, and I just noticed that they are like in size and in look very like comparable to the some of these small animals that came along with some of the pony play sets, you know, like Spike. I mean, Spike's a dragon, but you know, Twinkles, the cat that came with the Pretty Parlor, Brandy, the dog that came with the show stable, like those that are like, I think they are around the same size. And Tommy also told me that like the cat. Like, there's also a cat for Strawberry Shortcake, like around the size. It's nearly the same mold as the one from like Twinkle, the cat from the Pretty Parlor from My Little Pony. And I was like, he showed me them side by side, and they really look very similar. It's like, did they use the same mold? Because it's obviously not the same company. You know, My Little Ponies from Hasbro and Strawberry Shortcake back then was still like made by Kenner, but no, maybe they were already, I mean, either they were copying themselves, like one or the other, or like they were already like a little bit intertwined, the companies back then. I have no idea, because like Kenner went over to Hasbro, I don't know, end of the 90s, early 2000s. I don't know, why should they have like been like together for this? I don't think so. It's probably more like they copied the other. I don't know. I don't have one of those. I just, you know, Spike and this. It's kind of the same. That's what I mean with the pony. Like friends are a little bit similar. But look how adorable he is, or she, Eclair. I don't know. It's like the color is like dark blue. That's also a little bit like purplish, so purplish blue. It's a little bit gray, but I think that has just turned gray with a little bib here and two bows at the side, and that curly hair. Very adorable. I really have to find a good spot for those. Okay, and then there are three other things. Oh, that must be also also a comb for strawberry shortcake, right? Because it has a strawberry on. You know what I mean? Here. That must be one of them. I didn't research like the combs or the brushes, but I'm 100% sure. Nice. Okay. Then we have two little Monchichi here and My Little Pony, another Generation 3 pony that he said like, you can have it. So I was really happy. This is actually Pretty Pop. Pony is called Pretty Pop, and this is another one that someone removed the cutie mark. But I have like found like not found a way, but I have done like new cutie marks on two of my Generation 3 ponies. Let's Sunny Days here. She also did not have a cutie mark, but I painted on her cutie mark again. And here, yeah, I also did that with Rainbow Dash. So I also might just do that with Pretty Pop. I'm gonna sort of start that nice here. with Pretty Pop, because her symbol actually was a bubblegum machine, and she is a Generation 3 pony from released as a just normal single release in 2007. She is actually a scented pony. No, I don't smell anything. No. She is supposed to smell like bubblegum. Same as her bubblegum machine would be. I don't know, maybe the scent was also in the cutie mark. I don't know. She is a pretty yellow pony. Very nice pose, a very nice Generation 3 pose, and the hair is like, oh, it's super smooth and has beautiful colors. Pretty Pop, bubblegum scented pony from 2007. She can definitely go into my yellow corner for the Generation 3 ponies. And who are these? These are little Monchichi. I was not really sure, do I need them, do I want them? But it's also something I don't have anything Monchichi. And these are new. He told me these are new, these aren't vintage or anything. I just remember having a Monchichi as a child, like basically Monchichis, they were those like, I don't know, monkey looking small plush animals around this size with like rubber faces, rubber hands and rubber feet and adorable faces, and they had their thumb was like a pacifier with they had like a round open mouth where they could put it in so they could have their pacifier, their thumb. Really nice. I never got into collecting them. I know I had one as a child, so I should be like a little bit of nostalgic for them. I see them at flea markets. I never pick them up. It's just not the main thing that I would like to collect, because they're not really girly or anything. They are just little plush monkeys. I know that they are like originally from Japan, so also created very early on, like in 70 something, 74 or something. And they also had an anime series. They had a cartoon series from the USA. They were like brought over to different parts of the world with different companies. I think in the US they were like brought out by Mattel. Here in Germany they were brought out by a different toy company. Whatever, they are still very strong. I know that there are dedicated shops in Japan. They are collectors crazy for them all over the world. And these are just some like plastic or more rubbery, I have to say. They're more rubbery. Ones with, I don't know, nerd glasses, and this is definitely a girl, this is definitely a boy. I think that like Tommy told me there's also like like computer animated YouTube series nowadays, so they're still going strong. They're small enough for me to, it's nice to have them without like the urge of, yeah, I need to make a lot of space for them. This one is like this, what is it, fedora hat and nerd glasses. I mean, he looks really proper, yeah? And she with these little like bubblegum hair ties. And they actually have a soft tail. So this is fabric and it's really soft, it's super soft. Let's see where I put them. They are cute. They're not really my thing I would really collect or would go like, maybe if I would find these at flea markets I would pick them up, but I would never pick up Monchichi at flea market that are like the normal ones, unless colorful ones. If I would find one that is pink or that is, I don't know, mint or whatever color, I would pick it up because I'm more here for the colorful things, colorful toys. But most of them are brown, different shades of brown, I think. Okay, let's get to the rest what's in here. Okay. How many are there? Oh my goodness. I think it's something that more or less my German followers will maybe know what these are, because I don't think that they were distributed or brought to other countries. They're magazines. Like they are. Is that brand new? Wendy magazines. It makes sense, yeah. He also said it has something to do with ponies. So I was like, ponies? But not those ponies. So real ponies, horses. Early 90s. This is from 1990. And nostalgic. I was a Wendy reader. And nothing like toy related. Can you, but you can open them, right? Yeah, okay. They are like, I mean, they're still here in such a package, and this must be, this is the extra, the gift, a Hufkratzer? I don't know how that is called in English. Oh, that's interesting. So let's just start explain a little bit. Is that all Wendy? Oh my! They all have an extra. I have to say this is a little bit before my time. I got into Wendy around let's say 6 or 7 years later than this. It is a magazine for girls that love horses, horse riding, ponies, all that stuff. That's clear already by the cover. But I think there's also there are comics in there about. I don't know really what to tell you because I'm not really prepared for that. I got into Wendy when I was around, let's say, in 2nd grade or something, like elementary school, 2nd grade. I was a girl who's always interested in horses, horse riding. I went horse riding, I went to those horse riding camps, all that stuff. And I started reading the Wendy and the Wendy comics when I was, let's say 7 years or something like that. So it must have been 96, 97, around that time. Because 95 I got to school, 96, 97, around that time. So it's a little bit later than that. But I have a friend, my friend Kiki. She's a little bit older than me. That must have been her time. Because she always told me, not always, sometimes we were talking about like, and we both were into Wendy. Open one up. And because I wanna see if this is still like original, and now I'm opening it up and I'm devaluing it. I'm like, sorry. So this is something where you would clean the hooves of the horses. In German, I would say Hufkratzer. There you go. It's comics. Oh my god, that hairstyle! Oh, that dress, that looks so 80s. So you see there's like just general things about horses. And then there's comics. Look at that hairstyle. That's so 80s. Pretty long comics. I mean, I could really read them. Oh my goodness. I mean, if that doesn't scream 80s, then I don't know. I mean, it's from 1990, but I mean 1990. The early 90s still looked a lot like the 80s. Tell me in the comments down below if you are from Germany, remember also being a fan of Wendy. Then there were posters, you know, when girls still like to do that, putting horse posters on their walls. I think I never did that. I started putting posters on my walls when I was a fan of bands. But let's just quickly get them out. There was always an extra. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know how expensive they are or how much they are worth. They're even, are these stickers? Yeah, that's like something against like these bull fights. That's like bull fight, not with me. That's cool. You could have put this on your car or whatever. You can still put this on your car. 1991. I really want to bring some of them to my friend Kiki, or when she comes sometime here, that if she still remembers some of them. And they are really thick. They are really thick. I remember them being a little bit thinner. Yeah, that was the old, like, it's already with Wendy herself, that's her. They had like a Gestüt where they lived, and I remember the old one was Lindenhöhe, and that one like fell flat to a fire, and then they got the new one. Oh my goodness, how does she look? That top is very cute. The next one where they lived was called Rosenborg. I know I'm super confusing you, but like, wow! Another one of the stickers. We are again in 1990, so these are all from 1990 and 1991. I think they were released like when I got them, like in the mid-90s. They were released like every week. I think back then they were released. They are still the stickers. Wow, they were released like every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. I think that changed over time. And I just found out, like, I don't know when I was researching that half a year ago or so, that Wendy is still there. They're still making Wendy comics, they're still making those printed magazines. So I know the print media is going away somehow, but Wendy is still there. I mean, it looks completely different nowadays, but... Oh, she looks great. I want to look like that. Oh my goodness, look at those ruffles here, those lace ruffles at the trousers, and that cool shirt with the pencils, and then that 80s. I mean, that's the look. That's the look. I want to recreate that look. Denim mixed with lace. Sorry. Dungarees. Love it. Like, how many are there? Isn't that the same one we had in the beginning? No, that's... I think that's something else. Right now I'm not really into horse riding. I have no time. I have not really the desire to do it. I mean, you always can make time to do something, but I never know. Like, and maybe you never know. Maybe I get back into it because, like, my father, he used to love horses like all his life, and he went horse riding when he was like a teenager or a child. And then he stopped for years and years and years, and when he was in his 50s, he started riding again. I mean, now he's already too old again. His bones were not doing great with horse riding anymore, so he had to stop. But I mean, I'm still young, you know. I could still start it. Okay, that was a strange video, for sure. So, tell me in the comments down below, do you remember reading Wendy? Or is there something similar in other countries where you're from? Maybe from the US, from the UK, from somewhere else, wherever. Where there are these print media, these magazines for horse-loving girls. I mean, they are from the same publisher as the My Little Pony magazines that I showed you some videos ago, which I still doing the series. I want to show you more of the pony magazines. So tell me if there's something similar, or which toy you like most. Are you into strawberry shortcake? Or did you have Monchichi? Oh. Thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the force be with you. Bye!